Brian Kelly and the LSU Tigers continue being hot on the recruiting trail in 2023. Currently the number 8 ranked class, and they bring in a 5-star in the 24/7 composite rankings for a wide receiver in Jalen Brown, who just now committed to LSU. I mean, Kelly's killing it right now on the recruiting trail. So what does this mean for the new LSU Tigers and their offense moving forward? Jalen Brown is a very, very intriguing wide receiver. Listed at 6'1", 170, played at Gulliver Prep in Miami, Florida, and he just committed to LSU. Again, 5-star in the composite and ranked as wide receiver 4, but a 4-star on 24/7 Sports, ranked as wide receiver 6. Jalen Brown, also a very speedy wide receiver. He can kind of do it all. Likely going to be a slot wide receiver, in my opinion, but his ability to take the tops off the defense is what is going to grab your attention every Saturday or I guess they don't always just play on Saturdays, right? Saturdays, Fridays, Sundays, whatever. He is a true deep threat, though. Uses elite speed and footwork to get by cornerbacks, and he, as I mentioned, can take the top off a defense fairly easily. He's almost kind of mastered that go route. They just tell him to go. He gets down the field, and he is very good at tracking the ball as well. He also showed this past season that he can be fairly good in contested catch situations, not something I was expecting when I turned on his film. While I do think that he's very good at stretching the field, he could improve a little bit on his route running, but he is fairly decent in the short intermediate area, especially when the ball is in his hands, because he can score on just about any play, but needs to work on that part of the game, in my opinion. He also is very good at catching the ball over his shoulder, very good at extending his arms to the catch point and catching the ball in the air, not necessarily letting it get into his body. And he knows how to change speeds with the in route as well, which I do think is impressive for his speed. He doesn't always just go full speed right down the field. Sometimes he'll kind of give you a little bit of pace and then hit you with that speed. Very intriguing wide receiver, and I'm going to be honest, not where I thought he was going to land. Right now, they're sitting with Kayshon Boutte, Jerry Jenkins, apologies, that was probably wrong, Brian Thomas, Malik Neighbors, and Kyron Lacey is probably the top wide receivers currently. Kayshon Boutte likely gone after this season. Hopefully, he'll be back and healthy, playing a little bit. Any kind of positive play that he does this year is going to get him drafted in the first round. Brown could be a very intriguing player for them as a wide receiver moving forward into 2023. Again, I think he probably fits in better in the slot. We know likely Miles Brennan probably gone. Jaden Daniels probably gone. So is it going to be Garrett Nussmeier, Walker Howard? LSU seems to believe in both of those guys. Whichever it is, I think Jalen Brown is going to be a very intriguing player for them. Whether he goes to the outside or plays in the slot, that speed is going to be able to change things for them on the offensive side of the ball. He is also very dangerous on special teams. So that is another part of another aspect of the game that he can affect for the LSU Tigers. While some of us at Campus to Can are not quite as high on him, the speed that he brings to the game is game-changing. Can he improve a little bit more as a wide receiver? That's something we're going to have to rely on Brian Kelly to do, which he's shown us over time at Notre Dame. He's put he's put a decent amount of wide receivers into the NFL. So maybe, just maybe, he can help develop Brown here into an NFL prospect, but still some growing to do, but elite speed, very intriguing fit to this LSU Tiger room. Guys, if you like this kind of content, like this channel, please subscribe to the YouTube channels. We will continue to bring you all of this recruiting and college football content. Down in the description of the episode, you will find a link to our CFF guide, our Devy guide, and our freshman guide, along with our site, campus2canton.com. Check out any of those if you play any kind of college fantasy. It is well worth the time and the money. Everybody have yourselves a great weekend. We'll talk to you guys again.